Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Ijoma here, and it's been a long time since we had a chit chat here. Now in this video I'm going to talk about something that a lot of us may disagree with, a kind of controversial, but I just have to say it. And this particular video is not to discourage you but to encourage you as a fashion designer. Anybody that told you that you will make it in life with sewing alone lied to you. That person that told you that you make it in life with sewing alone is lying to you. And please calm down and hear me out. Now, I talked about this on my Instagram. Yes, I posted something like this on my Instagram last week. And yes, when this man made this video, a lot of people disagreed with him. But I want to use this opportunity to express, or let's say explain more, and give you more reasons why I think you cannot make it big in life with sewing. And when I talk about making it big in life, I mean buying a house, buying a car, let's say building your house, buying a car, having a piece of land or properties here and there. You know, before you say that a business is lucrative, or before you can say that a business is profitable, is when, let's say, at least 50% of the people that have started that business, or 50% of the people that are running that business are doing well. That is the only time I believe that you can say that that business is profitable, that niche is profitable, when at least, let's say, at least 70% or 60% of the people that are in that business are doing well. Now, when you say that sewing is a lucrative business, people tend to judge tailors by just that percentage of the successful ones that they see online. And they assume that every tailor here and there are making it the same way those people online, or those influencers, or those big heads in the industry are making it. Now, if you ask people to name the number of successful tailors they know, you may have a handful. But that handful, maybe they will mention about 100. But that 100 is like, let's say, 5% of the total number of tailors that we have in this country. Then what happens to the rest? I'm not saying that we are poor. I hope you understand what I mean. But at least we should be able to afford some level of luxury. Your business is not successful when all it does is to pay your rent, feed you, and change your clothes. You cannot really say that that business you are running is profitable. The only time I can proudly tell someone that the business is profitable is when I can boast of, let's say, a property that I bought somewhere, a car or a house, or a big investment, let's say a huge investment that came out of that business. You know, there are some businesses that give birth to other businesses. I hope you understand that. Now, tell yourself the truth. If you are doing only sewing, I'm not talking about the people that have made it big. I'm talking about an average tailor. If you are, let's say, sewing only, an average tailor in Nigeria, average, charges about 50,000 for a corset dress, for an Owambe corset dress. And note, many of us still charge 30k, because how many people are willing to pay even that 50 or 100k? But let's just keep it at 50k. An average Nigerian tailor charges 50,000 naira for an Asoebi corset Asoebi dress, right? Now, inside that 50,000 naira, you buy doll face, you buy crepe, you buy so many things. And by the time you are done buying all these things, you are left with a little amount of money. Now, let's keep that one aside. It is time to sew. You will draft, you will cut, and you will sew. And many of us know that you cannot finish a corset dress in a day, like a proper corset dress from start to finish, the embellishment and everything that comes with it. You cannot really finish it in a day. All right. Now, if, let's say, NEPA, let's just call them NEPA, let's say the light is fluctuating in your area, you buy fuel and you spend about 2 days. By the time you are done making this dress, maybe your profit is 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira for 2 days is very, very poor. 15,000 naira for 2 days, even 20,000 for 2 days is very, very poor if you ask me. Let me use other professions as an example. In hairstylists, let's say if they should install 2 frontals in a day, you know how much they have already. That is about, the lowest amount of a proper installation is about 15,000, 20,000. If they install 2 persons, they have made 40,000 naira. And that 2 persons may take them just, let's say, 4 hours to finish up. But this corset dress that gave you 15K took you about 2 days or even more to finish up. Are you getting where I am heading to? Then a makeup artist, an average makeup artist in Nigeria will charge you about, let's say, 30,000 naira for a studio session. And in a day, they can get up to like 4 customers. Okay, let's not even talk about the number of customers they are doing. Let's say they pay them 30K. They just got 1 appointment per day. That 30K, within 1 hour, they are done. And maybe you will charge 100K for one dress. But that's one dress that you collected 100K from. At the end of the day, you'll be left with like 40,000 naira. And it took you 4 days. Now, can you equate, let's just do it, 2 hours to 2 days, 2 hours to 3 days? It is really, really poor. So now, I'm not here to discourage you. Like I said, I'm here to encourage you. Now, one thing I want you to know as a tailor is that if you want to make it big, you need to get out of the sewing machine. You need to get out of your sewing machine if you want to make it as a tailor. There is this saying that the people that make the most money out of agriculture stay away from the soil. Like you barely see those people that make it big in agriculture or farming. You barely see them cropping, you barely see them doing this, harvesting and all that. No, the people that make it big, the real big people in this agriculture thing, do not go close to their farm most of the time. They have people doing all the work for them. The people that are closer to the soil make the least money, and that is the idea, and that is the mentality I want you to bring into this tailoring thing. If you want to make it big in tailoring, you need to leave your sewing machine. If you are still sewing as a tailor, it means that you still have a long way to go. A long way. So can you imagine yourself on your sewing machine for like 10 years? Extra 5-10 years? We are getting old. Most of us are getting older. We are not getting any younger. Do you have any plan B? Do you have an end goal? I see sewing as a means to an end. If you ask me, sewing is a means to an end. So if you are sewing, you should try as much as you can. Let's say you want to make tailoring your proper lifetime business. But even at that, you need to get out of that sewing machine. You need to make, let's say, serious plans. You need to grow your customer base. And how can you grow that customer base when you are still engulfed in this cutting, sewing, ironing? You know what it takes to make a dress. So how are you going to grow that your customer base when you are stuck on your sewing machine? Because somebody has to go out there and make videos for you, post for you, engage, create many contents, decorate the office, attend to customers, customer care. Many tailors do not pick calls. If you are a tailor, many tailors have anxiety. Sorry, what did they call it? Many tailors have notification anxiety. Many tailors do not take their calls. And that is because most of the time they are busy doing one or two, dodging this customer and talking to that customer. The stress is just too much. And at the end of the day, if you sit down and calculate, you realize that you're not even making too much. The people that make most out of these are people that have tailors. They have bidders. Most of these influential tailors that we are looking up to, they have bidders. They have tailors. They have people that iron. They have people that sketch. Everything is categorized, and that makes their brain to focus on one thing. When you focus on one thing, you will do way better than when you are trying to do every other thing. And this may seem a little difficult for you, right? And I'm not telling you to leave it today. Leaving your sewing machine may take you up to 3-4 years. It is not a quick process. I won't lie to you. So as you are sewing, make sure that you are growing at the same time. Go for upgrades, expand your office. I tell people that before you can relax and start spending the money that came out of a business, you must have invested 5 years or 4 years, 4 years of hard work, or let's say at least 2-3 years of hard work into that business before you can relax, chill, and spend the money. But the problem with most of us is that we want to enjoy at that starting. No, sometimes you even have to give it 10 years. There's some businesses that will take you 10 years before they start to yield. All right. So as you are sewing, have a goal. Expand your office, go for upgrades. Make sure that if it requires changing your location, change your location. Very, very important. I moved from Abakaliki to Enugu, and from this Enugu, I think I may move at any point. Yeah, so you need to migrate. Many people that you see that in Lagos and Abuja, many of them started somewhere, Benin. So sometimes you need to move closer to your target audience. You don't have to stay and wait for them to come to you. Sometimes you have to move closer to them. Let's take prostitutes as sorry I'm saying it, but let's take prostitutes as an example. You know, most of the time they have to dress up and go and stand at one place or the other, because that is where they will meet their target audience. That is how you need to treat your business too. Secondly, if you feel this tailoring thing is not something I'll do for a long time, I may quit at a point, then you need to start building that next business while you are still sewing. As you are sewing and working and doing your tailoring thing, you are investing in that other business. That is another way to get out of your sewing machine. I am using myself as an example. I am still a fashion designer, tutor. I don't sew most of the time. I don't sew once in a while. I was able to like get to this stage because I was doing this teaching while I was still sewing. As I was doing this, I was growing the other one. Let's take Vicky as an example. You know, Vicky James is into a lot of things right now. If Vicky James decides to stop sewing, there are so many other things that can feed her, and that is what I call let's say a smart businesswoman, a smart money woman, because a lot of us are just so engulfed, forgetting that we will age. Time shall come when many of us cannot even tread our machines properly. So what will be your plan at the end of the day? What will be your retirement plan at the end of the day? If your business has not gotten to that stage where it will run without your presence, with or without you, then you still have a long way to go. Me in particular, I still have a long way to go. Just that I have tried as much as I can to like build passive income. If I don't work for like a week, 2 weeks, I can still feed, but I still have to be involved to some certain stage. So that is what we are talking about here. You need to, like, as you are doing this, you are planning ahead. All right, so that is what I mean when I say you cannot make it big in tailoring. If you are the only one sewing, you are not going anywhere. You need to grow that your sewing business to the stage where you don't have to enter sewing machine. You can decide, I want to take 3 days off, and you can take 3 days off. You can maybe say visit your office, give 1 or 2 directions and leave. But if you still have to be fully involved, cutting process, drafting and all that, you still have a long way to go. And if we tell ourselves the truth, it is very rare, it is very hard for us to grow with that 20,000 naira gain that we are making per dress. But if you have a large customer base and you're producing, let's say, up to 10 party wears a week, or let's say 7, let's say 10 a week, then multiply it, and you will see that the more numbers matter. Like, make sure you do numbers. For the people that are into ready to wear, you need to be aiming at doing more numbers. If it means taking the job to a factory, you know, there are some factories that specializes in sewing for mass production. So you can have a design in your head. Don't force yourself to sew to 50 pieces. Let's say this particular dress I'm wearing is all this trendy ready to wear outfit. Don't force yourself to like sew 50 pieces of it. You can just get a little profit and take the job to a factory, draft and give to the factory. They will do all the sewing for you. As they are doing all that sewing for you, you are out there again hunting for another customer. But as a tailor, sometimes if your hand is full, new jobs may be coming and you'll be dodging that job because you know that you may not deliver. So make sure you delegate and then go out there to chase and come back and delegate again. Repeat the same process, and from there you will find yourself in a better place. I hope this video encourages you and enlightens you. You need to wake up. These new fine cars and houses and all those things that other people that are in other professions are doing, we all can do it. I know that many of us are making it, but I feel we are not that much. Like, no, I feel like they are not that much. I feel people are buying, their tailors are buying houses, buying cars, doing all those stuff, but how many I only judge by how many. I feel like many of us should do better. Like, many of us should show up and show off better. When 10% is doing well, it is not enough. I want a lot of us to have good success stories. All right, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and do not forget to click on notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Love you all and see you all in my next video.